Hands up if you remember that there was a Winter Olympics kicking off at the start of this year, because I'd certainly forgotten. Coming in stealthily from China is the Winter Olympics, and I was diving back to think, what was the last Olympic game-styled thing that I'd played or bought? And it was Ultimate Ski Jumping 2020. Now, this came to the PS4 last year, a year behind its actual release date, and it's a 2D ski jumping game. Very simplistic, very straightforward. You start off in a career mode with tiny little training slopes for you to get used to the controls. And the control scheme is a little bit woolly, but very simple to pick up. You wait for the wind to kind of be in your favour by looking at the flags going on around you, and then you choose the opportune moment to try and go down the slope, keep yourself going forward so that when you get to the edge of the ski jump, you press the right button to then launch yourself off. And then it's making sure that you keep your rider leant forward in the right position so that they're more aerodynamic, and making sure you don't cross your skis over so that when you land, you hit that tenor mark, hopefully with the right distance too. You then get scores added up, and then you see where you are in the results. There's about 75, I think, ski jumpers all playing in this competition, so you can be first or 75th, and quite often I was extreme between where I'd finish, because if you get one of your two jumps in each competition wrong, you'll end up last regardless. But also sometimes I felt like I was doing the same thing at exactly the same time, and I was getting totally different results for no particular reason. There didn't seem to be a rhyme or reason as to how much speed I was getting unless it was timed with the wind, and the wind is sometimes out of your control. So it felt like there was some randomization elements in here that didn't really appeal to me. As you go through career, you'll get to bigger and bigger and bigger slopes. There's a couple of extra bonus ones that are hidden in the free play menu, including one on the moon, which I was delighted to see had some zero-G fun for it. But outside of that, and the fact that there is an online multiplayer mode that is absolutely empty, so you need to sync up with people if you wanted to do online play with other people, there's nothing else really to this game. The problem really with Ultimate Ski Jumping is that it's too simplistic to be called an esport, to get really invested in and want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and say, I'm the esports ski jumping champion. And it's also lacking, I would say, at least a good 10 other sports to make it a good Winter Olympics game. So it kind of falls down on all parts. I like the fact that you can customise your rider through earnings that you get through your competitions. I like the fact that there's just a career mode at all. So they've done what they could with a very simplistic idea, but it's simplistic from the very start, so it could only ever reach to a mediocre game that might be an oddity for maybe an hour or two, and then you're done, and then you can move on. For me, the best Winter Olympics game that's out there, and I'm going to show my age, is Lilyhammer 94 on the Mega Drive. Nothing's beaten that hands down since, and whilst there has been some great Summer Olympic games that have come out over the recent 10-15 years, nothing goes back for me for the Winter Olympics until Lilyhammer 94. There's been a couple of biathlon games with the RTL branding out on PS2 that were great as well. But yeah, we're a little bit lacking on Winter Olympic games, so I might have to dig around and see if there's anything else I can showcase. Written review over on highplanegames.com. You guys take care. Bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane-network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.